welcome back to Broken Silence. I'm Sanyya Gardez. Joining me today is Arvinder and Sarabjit Grewal from Channel 4's The Family. Before we went to break, we were talking about Jeet and his whole, message to the youngsters is to have a connection with your culture by learning your language. Now, as you're aware, Brit Asia is a fairly young channel with a fairly young audience.
That's
and
right.
We know you watched it. We've seen it on your show.
Yes, we do.
And a lot of our artists are young Punjabi artists.
That's
now, as we were talking during break, they're singing these songs in Punjabi, but do they actually know what they're saying? Do they understand it?
Well, they only know the lyrics, but they don't know the meaning of it. Because I do ask my small one.
Sometimes my younger son, he asks me, what does this mean?
Mm-hmm.
He knows the wording, but he doesn't know what it means. He comes in.
But you can't really blame, this generation of British Asians for not having that connection to their language because, they're surrounded by people that are speaking English. They're watching English programs. They're speaking English when they get home. They read and write in English. They dream in English.
Yes.
So having this, this real grasp of Punjabi or Urdu or whatever it is.
Whatever, Hindi, yes. What I'm trying to say, they should not forget their Mathabhumi, home tongue. Right? It's up to the parents as well. When the child come home, don't start speaking in English with him. I do speak English with my kids now, but they do understand very good Punjabi. But when he asks me what this means, I'm happy to
explain it, right?
Because if I don't do that, then it's my fault. Then it's not the child's fault. Because I've seen some parents which they don't say anything, or they do start speaking English with the little child.
Like we have a granddaughter, she's nearly 3.
Right.
That's right.
She put the songs on, she'll get naturally say, Nani, I'm doing Punjabi, and she start dancing and all that.
So do you teach her Punjabi? Do you speak to her in Punjabi?
We speak to her in Punjabi. Jeet even speak, my kaki, she understands both of the language.
Good.
She speaks Punjabi, she understands English and Punjabi.
Right, okay.
And she dances Punjabi songs and everything.
So, music and dance and theater, they're at the root of Punjabi culture. And Brit Asia, we promote the culture and we promote our artists. Now we know you guys watch the channel. Do you think that the youth that are watching us and are watching our artists and our music, is that helping them to understand their language and culture a little bit better?
It does help a lot.
By being exposed to it.
It does help a lot because at least they're turning. It's a turning point for the little kids these days. Brit Asia is something for the young kids to at least then they can understand. They don't know the meaning of it, but they start understanding what is. That's what in one of the episodes I was saying, I want a girl from India for my Tindi because she can cook for him or whatever. No, this is wrong. It's just that I think we should keep a link back home. Just a language is not a culture. It's to keep the culture up. A girl has to know how to cook Punjabi khana, and a boy should know what we are back home.
Well, if we get a girl from India, suppose the younger one get married, we get a girl from India, the reason will be he'll have a reason to go back to India because the girl's parents are going to be in India. She's going to go. But now if we get a girl, if we find somebody here, he won't have any reason because we are here, grandparents are here. Then he will say, I don't want to go
back home.
I don't want to go to Punjab, I don't want to go to India, there's no one there.
Right.
But if he's got a relative, like his in-laws or something, then at least he'll have a reason.
Do you think that adjustment, you're a son, Tindi, there's thousands of Tindis that are, of marriage age, born and raised here, looking to get married. Do you think that adjustment would be difficult for somebody raised here and a girl that was raised back home?
He said to me, he doesn't mind getting. Then again he said to me, it'll be a bit hard for him to communicate with the girl from India.
She might teach him some Punjabi though.
But I mean, even the girl will be, well-spoken English, and then he speaks Punjabi. But he said it'll be a bit hard because he's brought up here, he's grown up here. And the girl, it might be, he might find a bit difference in that.
Yeah.
Because the girls,
So this
girls
is the
from
only
India, they're a bit
reason.
shy, still shy, aren't they?
Let me ask, this is, you guys are so open and honest about everything else,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to be the same here. I think this generation of women, especially, have taken the meaning of being independent to mean that you shouldn't cook,
No.
you shouldn't clean, and because you and your partner are complete equals, that because women are now working as hard as their counterparts are, as hard as their husbands are, that they kind of brushed aside any kind of domestic obligations and are now of the opinion, not everybody, but a lot of women are of the opinion that why should they have to cook? Why should they have to clean? Why should they have to go to Gurdwara?
Like my son, he helps to cook if he come in the kitchen. The elder son, he can cook. He can do quite a bit. Better than dad because he can't.
Oh,
cook.
do you cook then?
No, he doesn't. He make a cup of tea sometime, yeah.
I haven't seen you make a
And
cup
the
of tea yet.
younger one,
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
younger
You're
one,
right.
he even can't make a cup of tea. He never make tea. He can't even make a toast for himself. If there's no food, he'll go outside and get it, but he won't go in the kitchen. He will make a cup of tea for himself. The older one, he can. Sonny does.
So maybe that's why you need a girl from India for the younger one.
That's
Because
why.
No, even,
And my
He's
son-in-law,
really
he's
making
very
even
good.
from
He,
India, even they're not slaves.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is they know much about the houses. Like I'm not saying the kids today they shouldn't help their wife. They should. I'm now I born in donkey years ago now, so I'm an old person. I'm used to the idea of having a meal for my missus.
I don't help.
But
see.
but the reason is now these days everybody works. If the girl is working and the husband is working, they're working equally. They are both coming home at 5 o'clock. I don't think it's fair for the girl to, if she's doing a cooking, then he should do the cleaning.
Well said, and I completely
Yeah.
agree
But
with you
it's
on that.
easy to say. It's hard to do it. Though.
Well, I do cleaning, I mean, they didn't show it. Did you see it?
They edited that part out, did they? Yes. Okay, that one day
But
that
I
you were...
do clean.
The director was my favorite.
I do clean, and I do,
He does help.
Well, I think it's adorable, Sarabjit, that you can fall asleep at the drop of a hat. A woman after my own heart.
Yeah. So yes, I'm not saying people should follow my ideas. They should help each other. Youngsters these days are very, very intelligent people. Girls and boys here, they're very well educated, but they should cook home, not getting meal from outside every
You
day.
learn something from the youngsters sometimes. We
do,
learn something from
What is
them.
that? What can you take away
so
from the
many
younger
things we
generation?
don't do right, and they say, no, this is not right. You this is how you should. Okay, it's fine.
You have
we
to
agree
move
with
along.
you.
Yeah, you have to move along with you have to. They said you have to grow up.
You
with them.
change yourself, join them. It's
So
nice.
I'm meeting my family, my kids, and halfway as well. I'm friend with them as well. But I can play a father role when I have to.
He used to be very strict. He used to
I
say,
used to be very strict.
arranged marriage, my daughter not going to find a boy. But when they come to us,
You
we
learn to compromise.
fine,
Because you have to change. At the end of the day, it's your child's happiness. I might not be here around for a long time. He's the one who's going to be, or she's going to be the one who's going to be spending her whole life,
Right.
my daughter, with her husband and with her children. And my son's going to be spending whole his life with his wife. And
So it's really up to them to make it work.
Yes,
So,
Right.
so if I say, no, you have to marry this, obviously I'm not going to be here all my rest of my life. But, yeah.
Sonny, did you
I'm
have a
glad.
question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, ever since you've been doing this show, I mean, has your daughter-in-law Shay has she had any connection with her family ever since you've done this? Family.